18 months ago, I was a broke freelance writer drowning in deadlines and cheap coffee. Today, I pull $10,000 a month, and I do most of it before lunch. No, this isn't a get-rich-quick pitch, and no, you don't quit your job. What changed was one thing. I stopped competing with AI and started stacking it. Stick with me because I'm handing you the exact playbook, the wins, the mistakes, and the tech stack that got me here. This is Tech Verified. No hype, just what works. Let's get into it.
Today, we're tackling a topic that has been buzzing around the tech community like a swarm of drones at a Silicon Valley launch event: how to build a $10,000 a month side hustle using artificial intelligence. I'll walk you through the steps I took, what worked and what didn't, and give you the blueprint to potentially achieve the same. We're living in a time when AI isn't just a tech buzzword but a real tool you can leverage. Whoops, I almost said it, to amplify your income without quitting your day job. By the end of this, you'll have the tools you need to step into the future of work. Before I started earning $10,000 a month, I was a freelance tech writer balancing deadlines and caffeine intakes. It was late 2022 when ChatGPT started making waves for its advanced text generating abilities. OpenAI had just opened up broader access to GPT-3, which was a game changer. I realized AI was evolving from novelty to necessity. The first step in building a side hustle was finding a high-income skill that AI could enhance, not replace. That was content writing, but I tweaked it to include AI automation services. Companies like Jasper and Writesonic were offering AI tools to generate content, but they weren't doing full-service packages. There was an opening. I began using OpenAI's GPT-3 API to churn out articles, blogs, and marketing materials. You might think this sounds like a cop-out, that it's the AI doing the work. Actually, scratch that. AI can only do so much without human finesse. I fine-tuned the outputs and made sure it was client-ready. By early 2023, I was making about $3,000 monthly from this alone. By April, I'd partnered with small businesses that needed consistent content but couldn't afford a full-scale marketing team. AI made me a one-person content agency. Now, here comes the interesting part. AI automation can massively scale your income potential. Take Zapier, for example. I integrated it to automate the repetitive tasks of posting content to multiple platforms. This freed up time to focus on strategy and client relationships, driving more value without increasing hours. That's important. You don't want your side hustle to become another 9-to-5 job. By mid-2023, my income had jumped to $6,500 per month. I decided to layer on another income stream, selling digital products using AI. This passive income layer was crucial. Using AI tools, I developed micro SAS templates and prompt engineering guides. I put them up on platforms like Gumroad and charged between $20 to $50 for these digital products. Why? Because they provided value people were willing to pay for. By July, these products alone had generated an additional $2,500 in income. The key to making this work is to build a repeatable weekly routine. Each Monday, I spent a couple of hours planning the week's tasks. Tuesday through Thursday were execution days, with Fridays dedicated to networking and exploring new tools. This routine is what kept everything running smoothly and allowed for scaling. My advice? Structure your week so that you're automating what can be automated, and focus your human energy where it matters most. But here's the twist you might not expect: not everything went smoothly. I hit a wall when I realized that relying solely on automation could dilute the quality. That's when I called in the cavalry, my network of freelancers, for proofreading and quality checks. This added expense cut into my profits, but it was essential for maintaining quality. By July 2023, I was hitting the $10,000 mark consistently, with a solid base of returning clients and passive income. What can you expect when you start your own AI-powered side hustle? Coming up, I'll share the biggest mistakes to avoid and the exact tech stack you need to make this work. Hint, it's not as expensive as you might think. The landscape of AI and technology is constantly evolving, with new tools and platforms being launched almost daily. Keeping your finger on the pulse of these changes is crucial for staying ahead in the game. So, you've got the groundwork set for your AI-powered side hustle, but you might be wondering what pitfalls lie ahead. Here's where many people trip up: over-reliance on AI. Sure, AI is great at generating content, but it lacks the human touch. Remember Microsoft's debacle in 2016? The bot spewed inappropriate tweets because it learned from user interactions without a moral filter. That's why human oversight is indispensable. Don't let AI run wild without a leash. Let's talk about the tech stack you need to start this hustle. First, you'll need access to powerful AI tools. OpenAI's GPT-3 is accessible through their API for as little as $100 per month depending on usage, a worthwhile investment for content generation. You might consider alternatives like Google's BERT for specific SEO tasks or Synthesia for AI-generated video content if that's your angle. These tools need to be integrated with project management software like Asana or Trello, which cost around $10 per user per month. These aren't just nice to have, they're essentials for managing tasks and deadlines effectively. One mistake I made early on was not setting clear expectations with clients about what AI could and couldn't do. I had a project with a small e-commerce business looking for product descriptions. Initially, I used AI to generate the entire copy but ended up reworking most of it. Lesson learned: communicate AI's capabilities and limitations upfront to avoid overpromising and under-delivering. Let's not forget about scaling. As your side hustle grows, you'll want to consider how to handle an increasing workload. By August 2023, I'd maxed out my capacity. That's when I turned to AI consulting. Small businesses, particularly those dealing with lean operations, found it more cost-effective to hire me to set up AI-driven processes than to hire full-time staff. This consulting arm brought in an additional $2,000 monthly. Digital products remain a passive income staple. I regularly updated my micro-SAS templates and prompt engineering guides. By September 2023, they had collectively brought in $15,000. But don't let the term passive mislead you. Maintaining and updating these products requires ongoing attention. For instance, I added a new module to my prompt engineering guide every month to keep it relevant and useful. Finally, the real secret sauce to hitting that $10,000 milestone: community building. I invested time in engaging with online communities, Reddits or /entrepreneur and LinkedIn groups in particular. Sharing insights, offering free advice, and being an active participant built credibility and brought in referrals without a dollar spent on advertising. It's word-of-mouth marketing in the digital age. Moreover, connecting with other entrepreneurs opened doors for collaborations. For example, I teamed up with a fellow AI enthusiast to co-create a webinar series on leveraging AI for small businesses. This partnership not only expanded my audience but also added a layer of credibility to my brand. And there you have it. From leveraging AI to becoming your own agency, to scaling with consulting and digital products, the path to a $10,000 side hustle is clearer than you might think. Now, I want you to take action. Hit the subscribe button for more content like this, and if you're serious about starting your AI side hustle, comment below with your biggest challenge. Let's solve it together.
So that's the whole blueprint. agency work, consulting, digital products, and a community that sells for you. None of it is magic. It's a repeatable weekly system that anyone watching can copy starting today. If even one piece of this clicked for you, do me a favor, hit subscribe, because I break down a new AI income system every single week. And drop a comment with the one thing holding you back. I read every single one and we'll solve it together. See you in the next one.